The universe was an expanse of untold wonder and intricate ecosystems, teeming with lifeforms of every conceivable kind. Stars birthed planets, and planets birthed civilizations. Among them were ancient species with knowledge spanning eons, towering beings of light, and shadowy entities that drifted in the folds of reality itself. Yet, amidst all the flourishing life, one truth was whispered through every corner of the cosmos: do not wake the humans. It was not just a rule but an edict, etched into the annals of cosmic law, enforced by an unspoken understanding. The humans, a species once thriving on a small blue planet, had disappeared long ago. No one remembered how or why, but remnants of their civilization floated in the void, shattered colonies, derelict ships, and ruins filled with incomprehensible technology. What lingered most was a pervasive sense of foreboding, an unease that settled over any being that dared approach their forgotten domains. The warnings came in various forms. Ancient glyphs scrawled across asteroid belts read, "Let them sleep." Cryptic transmissions from derelict satellites broadcast phrases in a long-dead language, hauntingly rhythmic yet unmistakably clear in their caution. Despite this, curiosity was an inherent trait of sentient beings, and over the millennia, the allure of the forbidden grew irresistible. It began with the HFY, an ambitious race of crystalline beings known for their insatiable hunger for knowledge. Their explorers had stumbled upon Sol, the star system that once hosted humanity. Though they marveled at the ruins of Earth's moon, now hollowed out and brimming with alien flora, it was Earth's surface that truly captivated them. Vast metropolises lay encased in glass-like domes, perfectly preserved as though time itself had been halted. Lead scientist HFY, a figure revered for uncovering lost civilizations, stood before an ancient human console. It hummed faintly, alive with dormant energy. The HFY had deciphered fragments of human language, and HFY's team had painstakingly reconstructed an interface to access the human archives. With a tremble of its many crystalline appendages, HFY initiated the sequence. The console roared to life, and the room was bathed in harsh white light. The air grew heavy, almost sentient, as though the planet itself had awakened. A deep voice, mechanical yet organic, reverberated through the chamber. System rebooting. Chronostasis disengaged. The HFY froze. HFY's crystalline body dimmed as fear rippled through its core. Before it could react, a holographic figure materialized, a human male, tall and imposing, clad in a uniform adorned with symbols the HFY did not recognize. Designation: humanity. Status: dormant, the hologram intoned. Then, with a subtle shift in tone, it added, interference detected. Protocol override initiated. The hologram vanished, and the ground beneath them trembled. Across the galaxy, ancient human installations, long presumed lifeless, began to stir. Sleeper ships hidden in asteroid fields powered up, their engines roaring to life. Automated factories on barren moons resumed production, churning out machines whose purpose was inscrutable yet undeniably ominous. In a distant sector, the Zarthonians, a race of telepathic mollusks, were the first to notice. Their seers, individuals attuned to the subtle vibrations of the universe, experienced visions of colossal human fleets moving through the stars. The seers spoke of an overwhelming presence, a tide that would wash over the galaxy and erase all in its path. Panic spread among the Zarthonians, and they reached out to the Galactic Accord, a coalition of species united to preserve peace. The Accord convened in haste. Representatives from hundreds of civilizations gathered in the Great Nexus, a sprawling structure orbiting a dying star. The HFY were summoned to account for their actions, but HFY, once brilliant and unshakable, now stood as a shadow of its former self. "We did not intend to awaken them," HFY stammered, its voice fracturing like glass under strain. "We sought only to understand." The council's presiding officer, a towering avian named Valtoris, regarded HFY with a mixture of anger and fear. "You have unleashed an ancient force. Do you comprehend the gravity of your actions?" Before HFY could respond, a transmission interrupted the proceedings. It was broad spectrum, overriding all channels. The image of a human, a woman this time, her face calm yet piercing, filled the air. "This is Commander Alara Dane of the Terran Ascendancy," she said, her voice steady and resolute. "Humanity has returned." The silence that followed was deafening. Even the telepathic species, accustomed to the constant hum of thoughts, found their minds eerily quiet. Commander Dane's gaze seemed to pierce through dimensions, addressing each being individually. "For eons, we have slumbered, not by choice but necessity," she continued. "In our absence, you have thrived. But know this, humanity does not forget." The transmission ended as abruptly as it began, leaving the council in turmoil. Valtoris rose, his feathers ruffled. "We must prepare." The galaxy erupted into frantic activity. Civilizations fortified their worlds, activated ancient defense grids, and forged uneasy alliances. But no preparation seemed sufficient. Reports flooded in of human ships, sleek, black, and bristling with weaponry, emerging from hyperspace near critical systems. These ships did not attack but instead lingered, observing, as though gauging the galaxy's response. Amid the chaos, a small coalition of species, led by the Zarthonians, sought diplomacy. They dispatched an envoy to Earth, hoping to communicate directly with humanity. The envoy, a diverse group of emissaries, arrived in Earth's orbit and were promptly escorted to the planet's surface by an automated fleet. They were brought before Commander Dane in a chamber that seemed to defy physics, its walls shifting and pulsating with light. Dane regarded them with a mix of curiosity and caution. "Why have you come?" she asked. The Zarthonian representative, a translucent mollusk named Lyervek, spoke first. "We seek understanding. Humanity's awakening has caused great fear. We wish to coexist." Dane's expression softened, but her tone remained firm. "Fear was always the barrier. You feared what we could become, so you sought to contain us." "We did not," Lyervek began, but Dane raised a hand, silencing it. "Perhaps not you," she conceded. "But others did. We remember the wars waged against us, the alliances formed to keep humanity in check. We remember everything." The room grew heavy with tension. Then, Dane leaned forward. "But we are not your enemy. We have seen the void beyond this galaxy, the threats that lurk in the darkness. Alone, no species can stand against what's coming." Lyervek hesitated. "What is coming?" Dane's gaze grew distant. "The Harvesters." A collective gasp rippled through the envoy. The Harvesters were the stuff of nightmares, a myth spoken of in hushed tones. They were said to consume entire galaxies, leaving nothing in their wake. Humanity's slumber was not just to heal, Dane explained. It was to prepare. We have the means to fight them, but only if the galaxy stands united. The envoy exchanged uneasy glances. Finally, Lyervek spoke. "We will bring your message to the Accord." As the envoy departed, Dane watched them go, a glimmer of hope in her eyes. Humanity had awakened, and the galaxy trembled. But in the face of an even greater threat, there was a chance, however slim, for unity. And so, the universe held its breath, poised on the brink of war and salvation, as humanity's long-forgotten legacy unfolded. The days that followed were a blur of activity across the stars. The Galactic Accord, despite its fractious nature, rallied its member species. Delegates debated, argued, and ultimately voted to join humanity's cause. Skepticism lingered among many, but the looming shadow of the Harvesters left little room for dissent. Meanwhile, humanity wasted no time. Their reawakened infrastructure began producing vast fleets of starships, each equipped with weaponry that defied comprehension. Commanders from various species were invited to witness demonstrations of these technologies. What they saw left them in awe and fear: weapons capable of collapsing stars, shields impervious to known forms of energy, and autonomous drones that operated with eerie precision. "These are the tools of our survival," Commander Dane explained during one such demonstration. "But they are not enough. Victory will require every species, every resource, every mind united." Despite the growing alliance, tensions simmered beneath the surface. Old rivalries flared, and trust in humanity's intentions was far from universal. Whispers of human domination circulated among the less powerful species. To address these fears, Dane convened a summit on Titan, Saturn's largest moon, now a bustling hub of human activity. "We do not seek to rule," Dane declared to the gathered leaders. "Our past mistakes have taught us the price of hubris. This is not humanity's war alone. It is a fight for all life." Her words were met with cautious optimism. Gradually, the alliance solidified. Joint fleets were formed, integrating technology and tactics from every corner of the galaxy. Training programs were established to prepare soldiers for the unprecedented conflict ahead. As preparations intensified, scouts reported the first signs of the harvesters. In a distant galaxy, a star system had gone dark, its planets reduced to barren husks. The harvesters were coming. When the first harvester ship emerged in the Milky Way, it was unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. A massive, biomechanical construct, it spanned the size of a small moon, its surface writhing with tendrils that seemed alive. It moved with purpose, devouring everything in its path. The Allied fleet mobilized, humanity leading the charge. The battle that followed was cataclysmic. The harvesters' technology was as advanced as it was alien, their ships regenerating faster than they could be destroyed. But the Alliance held firm, their combined might slowly turning the tide. In the chaos of battle, Commander Dane's flagship, the Eternal Resolve, spearheaded a daring mission to infiltrate the harvesters' core. Leading a team of elite operatives, Dane navigated the labyrinthine interior of the massive ship, confronting horrors that defied reason. Finally, they reached the core, a pulsating sphere of energy that seemed to radiate malevolence. Dane placed a device, a creation of human ingenuity, at the core. "This will disrupt their network," she explained. "It's our only chance." The device activated, sending a shockwave through the harvester fleet. Their ships faltered, their movements erratic. The Allied fleet seized the opportunity, unleashing a coordinated assault that obliterated the harvester ships. The battle was won, but the cost was immense. Countless lives were lost, and entire worlds bore the scars of the conflict. Yet, amidst the devastation, a new era dawned. The galaxy had faced its greatest threat and emerged stronger, united by a shared purpose. Humanity's return had changed everything. They were no longer the sleeping giants of legend but active participants in the galaxy's destiny. And as the Alliance turned its gaze to the stars, they knew that the true test was yet to come. For in the vast expanse of the universe, the harvesters were but one of many threats. But together, they would face whatever came next, as one.